You don't need another meal plan, sis. You need to fix the relationship you have with food. Nutrition can be so overwhelming for women. And the hardest part is that most of us don't even realize how deep the conditioning goes. We grew up in a culture where dieting wasn't just a trend, it was practically a personality trait. Being good or bad with food was something we learned before we even learned long division. And without even noticing it, food became something we thought about constantly. What to cut, what to avoid, what will make us smaller. It became this mental soundtrack just replaying in the background of our entire lives. How many years we spent ruminating, planning, restarting, restricting, spiraling, and feeling like we were failing because we couldn't stick to rules we were never meant to live under in the first place. Nobody taught us to eat to support our hormones. Nobody taught us to eat to stabilize our mood. Nobody taught us that protein impacts our cravings, that balanced meals improve our emotional regulation, that food literally fuels our brain development, memory, focus, and ability to cope with stress. Instead, we were handed calorie counts and meal plans and Slim Flash commercials and told that the goal was to get skinny and frankly disappear. And here's the sad kicker. So much of that conditioning is still living inside of us. Even when we think we've moved past it, it shows up in sneaky ways. Second guessing our choices, feeling guilty for being hungry, needing permission to eat more, wanting someone to tell us exactly what to eat so we don't quote unquote mess it up, being terrified of carbs, believing we need to earn food through exercise, calling foods good or bad as if a blueberry and a pizza slice carry moral value. And here's the thing that I really want to hit home. If this was simply about having the right meal plan, none of us would still be struggling. You can print a million meal plans off the internet. They're everywhere. But there's no joy in them, no flexibility, no real life built into them. And that's why we don't stick to them. This is why nutrition feels hard. It's not because you're bad at it. It's because nobody taught you how to eat for actual health, for energy, for satiety, for brain power, for hormone support, mood stability, or strength. We were only taught how to diet. Women come into my coaching, one of the biggest shifts we make is getting out of that dieting mindset entirely. I don't hand out meal plans, and I'm not here to micromanage every bite you put in your mouth. That's not empowering, that's dependency. I help women understand the narrative, the fears, the old rules that still live in their heads. I help them see how much mental load they're carrying for decades. I help them build a relationship with food based on trust, nourishment, joy, and not shame. Because you shouldn't need a coach every 6 months just to tell you how to eat again. You deserve to understand your body. You deserve to fuel yourself without guilt. You deserve a life where your mind is free from diet noise so you can actually live. Food is meant to support you, your brain, your energy, your hormones, your strength, your emotional well-being, your entire life. It's not to punish you.